Welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRaisin. We shall be playing more PLO 20, in this case PLO 20, wait, the other thing, PLO 10 on this table. You know what? I'm willing to put it all in here. Let's see how that treats us. With the backdoor, that's good for us. Can he draw out? I don't think he can. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, with the backdoor flush draw pair, not flush draw in the front end, why not? And that's a nice start today. Due to doubling up their tournaments coming up at every full hour for the next 3 hours. There will be a PLO bounty tournament happening on GG Poker. So, let's get more tables on that screen. Already played a little bit off stream with not such a great amount of success. Didn't run bad. Didn't really run that bad. Didn't really play that great. I think I kind of deserve to be down a little. So we're starting the day off a bit behind, like 4 or 5 buy-ins, I think. But all is well. Giving us a top pair, a flush draw and a gutter. If he checks, we shall bet it. And that's that. Also waiting at PLO 20 on RIO, of course. If we get raised here, we'll let it go. Happy to check behind. All right. Let's check it for, I think if Wilson folds, we can call. If he calls, I believe we should let go. Let's check it out. So we flop a double gutter. The 9 would indeed give us the nuts, as long as it's not the 9 of clubs. So it would be big blind versus, I can check big blind versus cutoff. MFT ace jack 8-4. Yeah, so that's correct. If this guy folds, we should let it go. Let's see, just to make doubly sure for this exact spot. Once this guy folds, am I still supposed to call or am I supposed to let it go? That would be big blind versus button exactly. Check it for, I believe it has to be a call. Yeah. So perfect. Oh wow. And some players here, nice. Still waiting to get seated. It'll take a moment or two to find a seat on other tables. Strangely enough, no PLO 50 happening right now, but 7 entries at PLO 200. That's curious. Must be something going on. There has been a PLO 200 happening on Rio most of the last days. Not yesterday, I believe. Not the day before, but last week. I think every day. Um, 9-3 deuce. Let's check it out as well, where we don't have anything else to do. But I believe that needs to be folded. Yep. Hey! I believe that needs to be raised. The ace is 9-8, seeing is suited. Get a call from Wilson. With the heart, I don't mind c-betting. Fold if we get raised. Jack is a pretty decent card. Certainly gonna bet again. Quick call, and that 3 most of the time will win us the hand. Cool. Oh wow, Ace King 6-5. Gets a walk. Ace 10 and 8. Honestly not sure about this one. Hey, Run It Once Poker in the channel. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much for the good luck. Coming from the fine folks at Run It Once themselves. That has to work out for us, right? So let's have some more educational content and see if that's correct. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get called in a small blind, and really sure it gets played like we did. Checking here. Well, you know what? Actually, we 3-bet. I kind of spaced out here. We were the 3-better. We should have c-bet the flop, even if it's just for a quarter of the pot. As played, we let it go. Let's see. That would be small blind versus button. I think on the button we can 9-8. Yeah, that's perfect. Gets raise folded. And here on the button, I think calling is a little bit loose, but not horrible. Tournaments should be starting in, what, 7 minutes? At least the first one of today. Everybody checking, that suits me fine. Giving us a wrap, unfortunately 3 diamonds on the board. Not too exciting anymore. Yeah, doubly so now. Nope. Sorry for the one-tabling right now, still waiting on the other seats. Okay. You take it, sir. Tonight 7 normally gets followed in a small blind. Yeah, we'll let it be. On the button I'd call it. Playing this hand multi-way out of position. Meh. Would have been nice. An interesting flop on the whole. Also an interesting turn for our hand. Curious. Keeps betting pot, keeps getting called right away. Interesting. Really interested in seeing what Wilson shows up with now. Snap calling twice, but not erasing. Bets and gets snapped again by... Wow, really? Good for Wilson. Waking up there a little. So, and Leon potted it with, and kept potting it with. 10-7 deuce, so he had a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, he had hearts, he had the heart draw. 3 base. Sounds good. I'm starting to loosen up in these spots. I used to pretty much auto check once a flush card turned. And watching Phil Gelfand stream was a real education in that regard. And I have since, yeah, as you can see, stopped doing that. Actually started playing these spots way more aggressively. On the whole, profitably, I believe. Oh, let me see if table 2 is nicely aligned. Yeah, looks good. Unfortunately, it's not on RIO currently. While we wait for more tables to open there. So we get raised here from a short stack. I guess just putting it in, especially against a shorty, is not horrible here. Saves us from making any mistakes on turns, rivers. Here 6, here we have outs, which he does. A 7 or a 10 will do it for us. Or a 3, naturally. He wants to run it once, alright. See if that works out for him. That's a bad card for us now. Our outs are being reduced since he now has a flush draw. Oh wow, we won it that way, huh? Oh. So unexpected. Here, we caught, closing the action. The ace king deuce, which is alright as long as we are suited to the ace here. And perfectly single suited, I think triple suited it's a fold. Or not, or just suited to the king, for example. Alright. Leon, the betting machine. Betting pot again. But this time we bet into 4 people. And we really don't have much, so easy fold on the end. Wait, what happened? Is the other person won and left the table? Alright. I'm not gonna play this one against Leon. Not even sure I should play it against most people. Here. Okay. Over here, not necessarily the flop. I'm looking for chicks again. Let's actually bet this. On the whole, this guy has been relatively foldy. The tournament is kicking off. On table 2, I let it be. On the ace-10 5 board, once the other guy, the short stack, started betting there. So I'll make this table a little bit smaller so you can see stack size and the table title in the header. That's the $11 bounty. Run at once poker. The tables on the whole have been treating me alright. I especially enjoyed running like the Lord against Kippery, fellow Run at Once streamer. But he took some of those buy-ins back yesterday and the day before, I believe. But yeah, can't complain. Yeah, we could check us in order. And we've seen our fair share of nice tables too, with a lot of action players out there. No joy here. Case in point, he's taking it down with a pair of aces with 9 kickers. And speaking of aces, we have them, but can't really do much with them. Yeah, and in the evenings the PLO 20 action has been fierce and plentiful normally. I've seen somewhere upper 20s until up to mid 40s, I believe. As in, you know, between 20 and 40 entries at PLO 20 in the later evening hours. So that was nice to see. Down to 3-handed on the PLO 10 table, that's a pity. So this guy's a lot of fun. This guy seems to be a tightish wreck. Nope. I think we'll open one more cash table. Usually I play 6, but let's cut it down to 5 for now while we play the tournament as well. Kings, pretty bad kings, but kings nevertheless. Let it be. Over here there's gonna be an open and a call. Come over the top. It's not entirely unexpected. Sadly, not the flop we're looking for. Quite a lot of flops we like. I'll take it back. The turn is kind of nice. I'm actually gonna bet this because if I don't, I have a feeling Leon is just gonna pot it so much. Of course, if he comes over the top, then that's it. Normally I wouldn't bet here, it's just sort of an adjustment to Leon being very bet happy if check 2, especially if check 2 twice. He does come over the top. It's a pity. Good for Leon. You have a hand in the tournament. It's an $11 bounty tournament. The way they work on this network is that the bounties only get paid out once the bubble bursts, and then they're getting taken off the tables. Teaching. One day I'll be leisurely playing poker every day like you, NutRaisin. I think you will. I think I like your chances a lot, Teaching. Thanks very much for tuning in once more. In the tournament we need to let it go. It's a pity. Decent enough hand pre-flop. In an tourney, I made a mistake in the very first hand. I raised a hand that I shouldn't have raised, blind versus blind, called a 3-bet and smaller 3-bet and had to fold on the flop. With a hand I shouldn't have played like that, so we're down a little bit in chips. Slightly below the starting stack of 3k. Here. If you do Chi-Ching, or when you do, I should say, I'm looking forward to trading rates and viewers. And even though Chi-Ching is not able to play every day just now, she is already playing and streaming, is one of the nicest people on Twitch. And plays a pretty fierce tournament, no-limit tournament game as well. Gonna limp this, we're never gonna go fold from this guy. We can still call. That'll work for me. Question is to what extent. We could... Yeah, let's let him hang himself a little bit. So keep spotting. Now on the turn we're gonna raise, I believe. Oh, huh? Alright, let's go for the bet fold. But I have a feeling this is the guy who's also gonna raise kings or tens now. I.e. blockers. But we do get that fold. In a tournament where we're 3 ways right now, not an environment I necessarily thrive in. Prefer to play 6 max. And have... what do we have? We have 2 pair, gutter, backdoor flush. Right. Flop kinda neat here. Sorry about that. And here we definitely turn alright. Wow, we turn alright in the tournament too. Gotta be a check. Just improves our hand. The 7s take it down. Here we see a check. Gonna bet again. Checking in position there, a decent option as well. On the other hand, this gentleman seems to be relatively foldy, and he does fold, allowing us to take it down. Alright, flat top bottom set here, backdoor flush draw. Queens, relatively unlikely, sometimes 5s would be a hand we run into that beats us, but that's about it. Always Chi-Ching. Do take it down. Yet another set. Some on a way dicier board. Jack ain't really improving matters for us. Do block the nut straight. That's really tiny. I'm not sure what's up with that unless he has the straight flush. Hilarious. Wait, Leon is sitting out? What happened? We do take it down with the turn. Wait, the other thing, the river bet. Say leisurely, you know I'm teasing around. No, you don't want I mean, I get to wear sweatpants most of the days. Although I'm opting for normal pants more often than not. Makes me feel like I'm doing something proper a little more. No, it's all good, Chi-Ching, no worries. Having the top pair, seeing a check. And you know, compared to what most other people do all day, this is quite leisurely indeed. So, not only am I taking no offense at that, I also think it is pretty accurate. In a splash pot, limp calling I think is okay heads up. Some good things can happen to us, not that many, but with the extra money there. That bet's a little bit too large to draw to our gutter backdoor flush. And here we now cover actually 2 of these peeps for future reference. That's good to know. Here we need to fold. Yep. PLO 10 giving us aces and a wonderful flop where we block the top set. Size down against this foldy opponent. I would like to string him along. Actually could have sized down even further. Yeah. Might be seeing all in here. So we do queens, top set. What was this with the slow roll? Jesus. He turns awesome, but can't take it down in the end. Hey, that's nice. And he's actually not out. Interesting. Huh. Don't come over the top. Alright. Okay, start with a check. And keep betting here where we gain an additional player. Cool. No more heads up. Top pair. I think we want to take one off, but it's relatively close, I think. Maybe folding actually the better option. We'll get back to that in a moment. While we get to 3 with aces over here. And on RIO we need to let it go. Okay, decent board for us. He needs a 4, right? Yeah, we have one of them. And here we need to let it go as well after this guy now leads out. He does have that 5. The other guy is just donating chips. This one we take down for a small pot. Yeah, not sure what was up with that call if he leads on the 5. Like, why? One guy. Full of slow rolling. And it'll be a fold as well. And here we get to 3-bet. We'll see, but the question is forward sizing. I think we can go with the smaller one and bet a lot of... bet some turns for bigger sizing. It's definitely a turn to bet. I was gonna say I'm expecting a lot of folds on an ace turn on a 3-bet in a 3-bet pot. Okay. Damn it. I almost followed it too because I didn't know how this guy plays. If he's as equally as tight as this guy, then even then it's close. But then I would have liked the open a little bit more. The attorney looks like he did get his bounty. I didn't get to see how it came to pass. We have a hand. Also have a hand on RIO. Wow, we got a bunch of spots on. So here we're gonna 3-bet. Over top again, this guy came to play. Wow. Wow, as in, can we fold now if he bets? Wanna bet it ourselves? Alright. Double gutter, the flush draw. I don't think I can lay this down. Damn it. Here we take out a nice one. Sorry, here. Where we got raised on the river by the nut flush blocker and I was having none of it. So what did this guy have? Check it out again. We might take a liking to Elvis. King, Jack 9, turn to King. Didn't have any clubs. So neither was he having, nor was he blocking the flush draw. But he did 3-bet a double suited ace king jack 9. Or wait. 4-betted, right? Yeah. Down here, the tournament. If we call, we have... What should we have left? Not that much. Alright. Hey, how about that flop? I can deal with that one. And the money's gone in, no mistake. We have an open and a straight flush draw, a wrap. Come on! How can we lose that? Well, that's a pity. The first bullet is done with. I'm gonna re-enter, but re-entering is not gonna be part of the whole staking arrangement, unfortunately. Damn, how could we lose that? What a huge draw. Oh wait, still doing that one here. Once run it twice, you have an ace-2? Yeah, sure. What a wonderful flop for us. Wait, we lose the first one? We lose the second one too? Oh man. Oh well. Let's see. Get down there. Not really sure what to do here. To pair this guy. Well, this guy's actually pretty short. I think we can sort of push this. He is the problem here. And he has aces. Against him we're doing quite fine. Nice! Take it down 3 ways for a $60 pot there. Good stuff. And here we raise pre-flop, bet all streets, got called all streets. Yeah. We're splitting that one up here, right? And I called a bluff here for a $20 pot. That's also pretty good stuff. Damn, I'm still sad about having lost that one because it was part of the whole staking thing and I would have loved to go deep or take down tournaments while I'm being, you know, sweated. Is that the correct tense there? Or is it while I'm being sweat? I don't know. Who's better to think about? I like everything we did in that hand. We lost in the tournament though. The raise from the small blind is perfectly fine. Calling the re-raise the same, and once we hit that flop, We're basically high-fiving ourselves. That is until the river came out. Second bullet it is then. And tour tournaments, part of the whole staking deal, coming up at every full hour as well. Hopefully some PLO 20 on RIO as well. 2 entries in the pool now. We might see a PLO 20 table kicking off any minute then. Get raised by this guy, right? Very happy raising this. Really wouldn't mind if he comes over the top again. Sad face. In tournament we enter a heads-up pot against somebody we could collect a bounty from. I think I'm with the bounty in play. I'll probably go for it if he bets. King high flush draw. Sometimes our payouts are good. Wow, that'll help. I'll be impressed if he finds a fold here. Wow, color me impressed. Limp pot, there's what, 4 big blinds extra in the middle. And man, it's one of those spots where I would love to be able to do something, but don't think I should. He's suited to the ace, yeah, but I know this guy's gonna call. He is just too trigger happy not to. We need to let it be. Bounty schmounty, but yeah, no surprise there. And no, we would not have rivered quads. So all is well. Took down a small one on RIO, didn't get around to show it. We raise here. I think with the ace of diamonds, I'll go for a bet. Cool. Here we couldn't call. Nothing happening on the end of the table, nothing happening in the tournament, where we are right now 7th out of 20 entries. They stack moderately over the starting stack. Wow, we see an all-in straddle here. Sorry, here. How about we get a hand? Okay. That'll work for me for now. Well, let's do this then. Is any random 4 cards? He has nothing right now, right? And does he have? Oh yeah, a deuce. All the deuces are outs for him. No joy. Here we're gonna call it. Wow, Jesus, really? I mean, 2 bounties in play. We still have plenty of chips left when should we get knocked out. We're calling no mistake and no mistake here. Against the aces, we need to get lucky. Against a sort of okay hand, blocking some of our outs. We need a lot of help, it turns out. It's a good card. No, what a teaser card. You don't take down the side, but right, he had a bigger stack, right. What a teaser turn. No regrets there, however. Except that there's a bug, and now I don't have a table. Oh, never mind. Came back. I'm not gonna play this one out of position against this guy. Wow, for having, you know, 3 aces, this is not a bad board. And this is not a bad board either. Get called on a 9's board and bet again. Tend to show. Oh, there we go. Take it down. And we take it down here, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I could have or should have tried to squeeze more chips out of him. We do cover him for the bounty. Flop a pair. 2 backdoor flushes. The sizing is slightly too large. And I shouldn't have rabbit hunted. Oh, Leon came back. Good. On the straddling table. Hope this guy doesn't push it now. Oh, we have somebody. We got switched another table and now have a really short stack there. And the straddler did push. I really hope you fold, sir. Alright. It's not good. We're not blocking straights. Be nice, dealer. Nope. We're really good against him. We should have started building a side. Well, in hindsight, it's easy to say. Never mind. Calling here because this guy basically should never have a fold here. And we flops alright for sure. Gonna play this hard. Yeah. Alright. See where this goes. There's a pair. Nice! That's where that goes. Collecting the bounty on a heap of chips there. Sweet. It's okay for 15 cents closing action. Can't really fault that. This guy leads. For weird sizing too. Raised here, alright. No die. Alice decides to call. Der Alter, I flopped a huge draw and needed to let it go. Not a millionaire yet, I'm sorry. No, I did. Hang on, I miscommunicated that. Well, first of all, what remains true is that unfortunately not a millionaire yet. Guess I need to let it go. This guy hasn't really stepped out of line at all so far. Right, so... yeah, good thing we did. Turn, of course, would have been interesting, but... you're gonna get this. Wait, he goes with the thank you? This guy? That's unexpected. He's so quiet and reserved the whole time, and now he shows up with no manners? Okay. Welcome back there, Alter, first of all. Right, so the first bullet ended when I flopped a huge draw, was a wrap, straight flush draw, open-ended straight flush draw with a wrap. But couldn't get there, was heads up, couldn't get there on the turn or the river. And that was it for the first bullet, unfortunately. Wasn't happy about it myself. Your biggest investment, that is true. So you should. We're gonna take a note on that Wilson dude from earlier about his line there. Especially his bet sizing earlier. In the tournament, under the gun, letting it be. Yeah, I'll post a my deep manly voice. I'll post a hand I busted with later on Discord. We're pretty far ahead on the flop. But I can now. I've had some nice things said about me in the past. I don't think I've ever heard that particular phrase in association with me. So no follow-up comments. I'll take it as is. That would be professional if that was the only reason. Oh, GG. Variance is crazy, yeah. I mean, we are a little bit in a slightly better situation since the tourneys on GG, you know, right now it has 18 entries. How many runners did we have so far? In total, 29 in total. So, they're basically smallish multi-table sit-and goals. the cash game, we're at a lively table. Nothing to show for it so far, though. In the RIO cash game, I mean. And also waiting on PLO 20 to kick off. 2 entries in the pool. Now there is PLO 50 as well. A little bit earlier we saw 7 entries at PLO 200. It's been happening quite a lot recently. In the tournament, a lot of folding is gonna be in order here. Yeah. We get aces here. Maybe Elvis wants to come over the top once more. Yeah, cool. Let's it go. Wow. EX. Need to let it be. I guess since we started watching this hand, let's watch the conclusion. We're able to. That was all she wrote. Get a nice hand now on the tourney. Don't see it motivating him at all. Hey, you never know! You never know! Right, with all the blockers, anybody of these guys shorts? Nope. And this will be a straight up squeeze for pot, I believe. Oh man, that's a pity. We do have the aces over here, plus the flush draw, but we have 3 spades, no blockers to the straight. We take it down with 7 blockers on the other table. Wow. Oh, that bowls well. Might get another bounty. What are we up against? Oh, he has outs. He has outs. No! Boo! Here the flush would have rolled off, but doesn't matter. We made a perfectly fine fold. Such is our fate in the tournaments today, apparently. Flopping your chance, not getting there. Flopping your draws, not getting there. Well, it's the first one, so we'll see how it goes. Lindsay Hizzle, welcome back in the channel. Good to see you. On the whole, the PLO streets have been treating me rather alright recently. I actually updated the results command, so these are the results as of yesterday. Days are not included yet. Can't complain. Covered in gold, we hope. We do hope, yeah. Golden Brick Road. The main reason you're here is the secret. I do like secrets. What do we do with that one? Alright. Had this guy not called, I would have squeezed or just raised. In that case. We're gonna call, closing the action. We do flop some potential. Let's see if checks and what happens here on the flop. Can't do it. Not without a club here. And we have all the clubs ourselves. On RIO against a small blind who really shouldn't hit this board a lot. On that basis alone, I'm gonna bet. And you know what? We're relatively low on chips. The blinds are 150. That's 10. I think we're going with this. I kind of hate that we have 3 clubs, but we are on a pure draw too. And we get raised on the RIO PLO 10 table, unfortunately. Yeah. Go for some run good. I think there's just too many chips in the middle. Of clubs? Yeah, that's bad. Nobody has... Ooh, wow. Nice. We do collect the bounty too. You know what? Seeing that he is deep, not sure if I like the race. Back here. Alright, if he bets pot. Very true, Chiching. No matter who it is from. So now the deep stack folds. I think we're coming over the top here. We're blocking straight draws. We have the overpair. We have the flush draw. None of this is great, but all taken all together. And seeing that we still have plenty of chips, should we lose it? And we're ahead right now. That means we need a lot of help. We're with the queen and that doesn't help us. That is just nasty. Up and down, up and down. We'll be back in action today, Cleansy. Here's good luck to you indeed. Keep us updated how it goes. Interesting spots. Better than check raise. I think I'd rather lead this one. Or check call. And over here we have a pair with flush draw, block draws. He calls, giving us an open-ender. We could check it here. I think with a club I would check it. Without a club I'll bet it, I think. If we get raised, well, first of all, we're gonna hit live. Here, let's check the turn. Right, see how that river treats us. And check it down in the end if we can. The worst is 2 paired ace. Take that one down. Neat. He checks, that's also very nice. So that pot could have gotten a lot bigger had we played it differently. min raise here. Ugh. No joy in the end. What we have is a pair of 8s. And I'm not gonna bluff this guy. Bluff some other players, but not him, I think. Wow. Sadly, still at the starting stack in the PLO 10 streets here. Against a relative short stack. Do this. We'll check raise it. Yeah. Play this way more carefully if he had more money behind. Alright. He's a pair in the flush draw. Subsequently, he's not doing bad at all. One or twice, sounds good. Need to fill up. That's not it. Splitting it up. That I can deal with. Kind of torn about this one. Usually is the standard raise fold on the button, I believe, but with this guy here being 3-bet happy, maybe it's more of a fold actually. Do flop a double gutter. The 8 would give us the second nuts as well. Never mind. Can't make the nuts right now. Be an all-in on the tourney. Flush draw versus 2 pair. That makes a straight, huh? Alright. That guy is on top of the world right now. Five places get paid currently. 12 minutes until late rec closes. We're pretty far behind. We're 12th out of 15. Another all-in. I can flop things, that's for sure. Take it down, yet another bounty. Filled up the first PLO 10 table, that's nice. Actually, there are 16 entries now in PLO 10. How's round one's doing nowadays? I think after the Phil Gaffin streams, traffic has gone down. I don't know, I'm actually not sure if it's gone down. On the whole, the traffic has increased quite a bit over the last 12, 14 weeks. And I was particularly happy to see that in the evenings we were spoiled for choice when it came to PLO 20. We were actually able to have some PLO only streams, run at once only streams. That started with third-party sites, but for large stretches we were playing 6 tables PLO 20 on RIO. So alright, I think. They're on the right path. Also, I kept seeing PLO 200 action. Actually, there were 7 entries earlier today, and I think the entire last week I've seen PLO 20 action, PLO 200 action when I logged in. Ah, the one blue shirt to our left. We'll just call this. Okay, in that case, we'll let that one go. I think that's a fine one to lead. Oh no, we have the gutter. Like, if this guy raises, we fold. If this guy raises, we get it in. Stack-wise. Oof, not my favorite card. Ooh, these are my favorite cards. And no mistake. Jack pairing, we'll check, and not sure what we do beyond that. Okay. That screams value, right? Oh, that kind of value. Alright. Okay. And on GG, in case you're wondering why we're not sitting deep on these tables anymore, I switched out our tables. All of them lost their appeal by quite a bit. In the tournament, we get to check. We get to see a flop. I can. I got a backdoor flush. Just don't raise, kind sir. Wonderful. Getting some chips back there. Can actually take out 2 peeps at the table. Queens. Yeah, we have... what, 8 big blinds? Something like that. Against a big stack. Probably need to let it be. We'll never know if our set would have been good. Trouble is what's the potting size? Not that I'm going to with this hand, I'm just curious. We can't really go for smallish opens here. This guy can just call anytime. Can call every time, I should say. We survived until the first break, which means late rec is gonna be over in 5 minutes for that one. But we need a double up or two to get anywhere. Also means that the second tourney is gonna kick off in 5 minutes. Nope. Who fed Tronic? Hey, I've seen you at the tables last night, I believe. Pretty fine, pretty fine. I can't complain. Last 6 weeks on the whole have been rather nice, poker-wise and life-wise too. So yeah, all is well. And I hope the same is true for you. Good to see you back in the channel, Hufatronic. If you're curious about the results, you can put the exclamation point results thing in the chat. I just don't want to spam the chat with it myself, so... What? I heard something. Krigar GG. Am I messing that name up? Thank you very much for the follow. That's very nice. We have a top pair, we have diamonds, and we have a complete wrap. Hell yeah. That's a little bit short. Alright. I like it. We're up against a set. We're actually a tiny bit ahead of a set. Let me switch over to that where we river quite nicely. Do not get caught with the full house. Ooh, makes quads. Oh, wow. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Nothing really to protect against. No draws out there. Fine checking this one. Second question, unless you can show me a hand history of Tronic, which I know is probably a stupid question, but unfortunately I can't answer since I can't recall the hand at all. It's not that I don't want to answer, it just my hand recollection is minuscule to non-existent sometimes, which is why I have these numbers here on the, you know, here on the overlay. So if people have questions, comments, advice about hands that I played, they can tell me the table number and I can look at the hand history, because even 3 minutes later, after the delay comes around, I frequently don't know what happened. So unfortunately I can't answer you the second one. The first one, well, I'm not, yes, would be the short answer. I'm not going out of my way to advertise coaching just yet. I would prefer to be a better PLO player before I do, quite frankly. But I did coach MP Adam in 2 sessions. Because by request he wanted me to, and he said good things about it. So what we did was a session review where he sent in hands and I imported them into Poker Tracker and had a look at them before the coaching or the review session, and used the PLO metrics and things like that to figure out some spots. I actually learned 1 or 2 things in the process as well, but from what he told me, he found it a valuable experience. So, the second PLO tournament. Hang on, is this one actually cut off too? It is. Okay, that this shall not stand. Hang on. So, here, we bet again. So far, so good. Here, we are gonna re-raise. We do not get called, I believe, with the nuts on table 3, but we do take it down. And let me put this one down. Okay. And that's all we need from that flop, I believe. Let's hope the first bullet works out. I'd hate to lose it in the first hand, man. Alright. At least we're being spared that fate. I do you know what, Hoovertronic, I do remember a very loose call on a table you were at. I don't know, it might even have been against you. I remember losing a pot against you, where I thought afterwards that I wasn't happy with how I played it, but for the life of me, I can't recall any details. Okay, that'll be easy to play. Maybe not. Please check, please check, please check, please check. Cool. 3 base. Yeah, we're just gonna check it. Looks like we're good. Good. And this is a good question. How many blinds do we have? Yeah, I actually would have folded it in the end. Not mad about timing out there. I also second that recommendation, Hoovertronic, checking out Kipperi's coaching, because his advantage is definitely that he has been playing and coaching for a long time. So I second that recommendation. Poker in 2019, lol. Welcome back to the channel. We are playing cash. We're playing cash on RIO. We're playing cash on GG. We are playing 2 tournaments. This one part of the whole staking arrangement or selling action arrangement. And I believe here we are finding the hand we're getting it in with. We are too short to go for small raises, I think. Over here, sort of as a check. That's 180. Let's take one off. Also have the nut flush blocker. What happens? We take it down on this table, where unfortunately we're in the second bullet, so this one not counting towards the stake arrangement. Ah, damn it. Well, yeah, that is very kind of you. Over time, I think I would do alright, actually. Yeah, maybe. As I said, I would prefer to know more. Or I go around actively advertising any coachings. But I think the communication part of knowledge, communicator knowledge, I think do that fairly well. We'll see. Let's take it down. Gonna bet here again. We got this guy out of the hand a lot of the time so far. So we do again. I'm gonna take a note on the guy that called us. Alright. Doesn't look too horrible, right? Do we need to flush? No, we just need to not run horribly. Yeah, do it. Doubling up there. Fine hand over here. Erase some. Still gonna be a call. Perfectly connected suited to the 10. This is fine. Fortunate flop for our hand. We do turn 2 pair. Right. Gonna bet half here. And here we're gonna check fold, I believe, yeah. He did bet, I did call, and what do you say about this river there? We might actually have more than a starting stack for a change. Take it down on the second bullet tournament. The kings. And here we let it be. You know what? This time we have showdown value. We do have that straight, right? So probably don't need to push it here. Nice. Showdown value confirmed. Take it down, table 2 with the ace 10. Okay. Ow. It's the second best. So I'm not worried about a full house here, unless it's quad fours. Second best kicker. Still 17 entries. If we crap. Crappy spot. Plans what we have left. Fold. Is 10? No! Just complete random and utter crap. Whew. Shazam. Playing one in a tournament where it still counts. Online meat market, and name that so far has never not made me smile. Helps having won a nice pot just before that, but still. Good to see you, online meat market. Start off with a check. Yeah, we keep checking. Yep. What happens over here? Been checked around all the way. This guy has an ace. This guy no bets. For pot, we let it be. Have an all-in to our raise on the flop. Is a 3-bet pot pre. Oh, we got stuff. And wait, does it mean you take it down? Ugh. Yeah, it is saying, sharing the same sentiment. Man, last 2 or 3 days I've been running pretty horribly at RIO. That's not saying that this was like a proper bad beat. That's the way it is, but on the whole, still can't complain. I ran really nicely before that. So complain I shall not. Especially not if I flop the top set against Wilson here. And on a board like this, here, also not complaining. Out of position. We're actually crushing this board quite hard. Let's go with the small bet for a change. He comes over the top, probably has a decent amount of outs. And not anymore, unless he gets that king, which he doesn't. In this tourney, we flop the top 2 blocker to the straights, but we have 4 ways. We shall be careful. That's nice. Wait, what? Missing something? I don't want to slow roll this guy, but I'm not sure what's happening here. There's no straight flushes out there, no? No. So, I ended up calling here. That queen... What do we know about this guy? He was not... Jack 9-7 single suited. So first of all, Shazam. And this is gonna be nice too. Could have sized down here. Here I could have sized down. And I let it go. As you saw. Ark Necker! Hey, good to see you! Welcome back to the channel, Ark Necker. Ufatronic. Sure, let's talk on Discord if you want. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Do we have each other on Discord? I don't know. I think we do, right? Sounds awesome. We do get the fold in the end. He didn't like it. Finally sitting at a stack at PLO 10. Take this one down with the lead. Ark Necker, thank you very much. It was a tough decision. It was for my tournament life in that one. Yeah, this turns out this guy was just clicking buttons. Thanks though. Appreciate you saying that. Here in the tournament we need to let it go. Here we flop. Flop okay. Certainly turn fine. No bounties in play. We won't accept ours. We have a stack here now. I'm noticing 5 out of 14 remaining. So you're gonna let the hand go, the 9s. So it's a little bit tempting. Fold there. A nice hand here, and here we've just flopped. Amazing. Unfortunately, this guy is basically all in. Wow, talking about flopping amazing. This. One of you guys brought, one or all of you guys brought the Renegade. We need to check it again. Feel. Just block way too much. And it's a spot where we're rarely winning a big one. Down here. Alright. You just had the best moment in your time in your office. What happened? We're gonna run it once here. We can make a straight flush, which would pay out the bonus, I believe. Nah, it probably wouldn't. Nah, yeah, it wouldn't with the amount of money I put in here. Sorry. Or duh, I should say. Yeah. Duh. Chi-Ching, what happened? And Hoofatronic, you're describing the hand you were inquiring about? Alright. It was against you, right? I remember. I think I said to your left. Nope. Coming from you, that's a huge improvement. Well, nicely done. Chi-Ching, nicely done. Those are, I'm not even kidding, those are skills that are gonna serve you fine. Your poker career, too. So, be proud of yourself. Well done. Fortunately, calls to the one step. In that case, I just check back. Or check, not check back. Are we good? Are we splitting it up? We are splitting it up. Here we got the aces against a short stack, which means we are gonna hard it, hoping he does so in turn, which he doesn't, unfortunately. There's a nasty board for us. Yeah, need to let it be. Otherwise I wouldn't have. I would have just completed here, actually. Gonna call down here. Board pairing is not the issue very often. You take it down. So I 3-bet, checked ace king jack board in position, called turn, 3/4 and river 1/2 pot. Remember what I showed up with? What the whole cards were, you and mine, Hoofatronic? All that without taking your eyes off the stream, you work too hard. We got a bet here, we're actually getting pretty close to the money in this one. 6 places getting paid, at which point we would take home the $15 bounty. Take this one down, it looks like, yep. And wait, 420, nope. Let it be. queens and a tourney. King here on the turn. Gonna check and check call a lot. This guy raises to what, 2.5x? We do take it down. No, we don't take it down. This guy makes a straight in the end. Jesus. Yeah, we can't call this against two peeps. An additional bust out in the other tournament. Going up with crap, crap. Looks like this guy is the new chip leader. On a button, the jacks are fine open. Still place for improvement. Couldn't keep your eyes to the street. For your next promotion. We're gonna bet and get it in on a lot of turns. We have the open ender, we have the overpair. Well, we'll see about the turns. Okay, if it goes like that, the money is gone in. Good luck us, good luck you. Good luck everybody backing this tournament. Open ender, what are we up against? We're up against, well, we're ahead, 70. And make that 75%. 100%. No bounty, but some much needed chips. Phew! We're alive, guys, we're alive. 5th out of 14 currently entered. Here, let it be. And what do we do here? 4, 5. I think we call it. I think it's. Actually, I don't know what the right move is. I have a nagging feeling that folding is it. Nope. Wait. Are we still taking this one down? No, this guy does. Okay, this guy does. He has a pocket pair. Here, we're just calling. Sounds okay to me. Get kings. It's the limper. No joy. Kind of surprised this guy cold called. On the other hand, he has a pretty huge stack right now in relation to the blinds, so why not? From his perspective. Beating turn. At least a little bit. Certainly is if everybody keeps checking. No, no heart, no king, no 4, huh? We slipped to 7 out of 9 here. Not covering anybody for the bounty, need to let this one be. Ah, he missed fours. Nah. Kidding me. Well, it's back in the middle of the field. We basically have our starting stack. Average chip stack right now in this tournament is 3.7k, so no need to panic just yet. All is well. Is the stream blurry, by the way? Is it sharp? Noticing that it might be a bit blurry. If so, let me know. Okay, that takes care of that. Ooh. So in a cash game I would take one off here in the tournament. And it doesn't make it easier. Now we have all the flush draws. I'm not sure I can get away from this. There's a point where I feel where I would probably play this differently if nobody had backed me. I'm not really sure what to do. We still have some chips left. Yeah, we have many draws. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. Need to let it go? Any flush naturally would have called. Feel free to tell me I misplayed this from start to finish. Chances are I'm gonna believe you. 8 how this whole thing went. So blind versus blind, this is fine. Unfortunately, it's not the flop. With just the gutter. Give us a pair in the gutter, we go with it. Turn was nasty, giving us 2 flushes. I think I should have folded the flop. The bet sizing was a little bit too large. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm curious. And this is gonna be the hand. And here we're not gonna get knocked out. So we flop a pair, have blockers. The blockers right now are not terribly helpful. Nope, that'll be it. Yeah. Go on the re-enter. I don't think so. Been on one tournament. Okay, take one down here. This one down. Probably I'm taking this one down. Yeah, I think the turn move was the mistake there. The flop move. I should have folded the flop. Once the turn turns having both of the flush draws, I don't think I can let it go. And on the river, I think folding is fine there too. He was representing a hand that had us trouble from the get-go. Up nice. Our single pair with some draws. There. Wait, you do the what now? Runner, full house? Alright. See how this ends then. Turns out we have the same hand, huh? All that for nothing. Alright, alright. Found the lead, although it was one of those small leads again. Yeah, we're gonna let it go. Seen the show before from this guy. Fucking draws quite nice. I'm actually gonna bet after everybody folds to us. In another 28 minutes, the $22 bounty, the day saver, the potential day saver is coming up. Let's hope our first bullet and that one goes better. I don't buy it, and I'm gonna gamble a little bit in the sense that I'm gambling on the fact that this guy hopefully is folding a lot. These snap calls, because I'm not sure we're beaten by this guy. If we are, he did have the queens. What was that checking there? I don't get it. He was the preflop raiser. Checking to me, and it worked out nicely for him, don't get me wrong. Just don't get it. So, we need some help. But we're also playing for the side pot there. So there's that. That's not helping us. Oh well. Certainly not my standard approach in this spot. This turn means we're not gonna be able to let this be just yet. Open ender. And a gutter and a nut flush draw. Nice. Taking down a small one here, it seems. Yep. We've done 2 runs and are back in the game in this one. And now we might be eligible for a bounty if this guy has had enough or has a hand he can shove. Oh, huh? Arkneka saying how many players left there. We were far from the money. I'm gonna call this. Yes, yes, sure. I actually should have min raised it. Thank you very much for the feedback, Arkneka. Appreciate it a lot. Saying I don't know how many players left. If we are in the money, I probably fold pre. Yeah, but otherwise well played. I think we can fold flop and turn. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate that quite a bit. So we make 2 pair in the end. Ooh, there's some universes where those are good. This is not one of them. Those bounties. Yeah, we wait. Hand for hand, the bubble. Ooh, that's fun. Take it down with the 8s. Well, there's nothing to see here right now, so move along. We are in the money. Busted the bubble, took home the $15 in bounties. And I'll put out a... I'll update the payout command. Here we need to let it go badly. Go for one bet. And then we're done with the hand. As an ex-corporate rat, I have duty to support you. I could have easily checked behind here. Never mind. Alright, because now it's... Okay, I was gonna say now it's a little bit iffy, because we need to call. Take it back. Get raised here, really? I mean, we're just going for it. We get raised here. What the hell is happening? Okay, this guy's drawing dead. How about this guy? What the deuce? What's happening? Nice! Shazam times 2! Okay, the payouts have been updated. And that's as good a board as any. Actually, bet is small. And we do take it down. We're just gonna keep calling. Nice answer, nice hand. So up top there would be 85 right now. We have the 15 in bounty plus another 10 secured. So we're actually in profit across the 2 tournaments. Wow. I am enjoying that turn. Roll the blinds in a tourney. Sitting on a 4 buy and stack at table 3. Neatly erasing that blunder earlier where I came out the top in the 3-way pot. That's a nice river. Wonderful. This will be a race and no mistake. Last hand of our tournament, so be it. If somebody comes over the top, we ain't folding this one. So he does. Is the bounty gonna be in play? I believe it will be. Ah no, there are no bounties anymore, never mind. Are we up against the aces? No, against kings. Against kings we're not doing bad at all. decent start, flipping at this point. Ooh, we need help. Need a 7, right? Oh, it makes quads, excuse me. Just like the one we cashed yesterday. Well, we're not out of it just yet, but we are gonna go for the... We're gonna take down the min cash, most likely. Although it's a fine hand to get it in with. But still, can't complain. Get back to that here in the 3-bet part. Intend to c-bet on this turn. Actually gonna bet fold still. We're a little bit over checking here against this guy. He does come over the top and I'll let it go. Fair enough. This guy bets. Would be nice if everybody else folds. Would be good for, should we have any equity, or that little equity that we do have. %, huh? 25.5? Nope. Damn, the ace was nice, but it was of the wrong suit. Well, GG. Taking home $25.11 for a slight profit on the whole, but unfortunately, after benefiting all the nice people that bought some action. Sorry guys, I'll strive to run better and do better in the PLO 22 coming up in a few moments. Raised here. So 10 would give us a straight, right? Wouldn't be a great straight, but ugh. Need to let it go. End up making the straight over here. How much time until the other tourney kicks off? There's a moment, so we'll open some more cash tables. Can we open up more RIO tables? PLO 20 specifically? No. Single race part I opened. Became a paid slave to myself. Yeah, but no regrets how I played it, like the deciding hand in the tournament there. Quite a nice hand to get it in. And against kings, on the flop we were flipping, so we're pretty much flipping before the flop, I think. All as well. Here we have a straddler, one unbeknownst to me. Well, at least not as a straddler, given the appropriate color. this kind of board. Maybe I should, in this case, actually try to go for the check raise. We flop trips. And a flush draw to our hand here. And here we get raised. We're not getting check raised or raised that often. Just let it be. This guy folds a lot, was the main reason why I ended up calling. Also I have the 8 blocking straight draws, have a queen, have a diamond. Thanks guys. And ladies. That's again... It can be at this point. Too many draws out there, too many mate hands that beat us, and all we have is a top pair. And had I not pegged this guy as pretty foldy post, I would have folded the flop. If we get raised here, so be it. If we get called, we fire another bullet on any turn or river like this. So that's not... Well, it doesn't bring in the flush draws. So, going for it again. If he has the straight, he's gonna call. He has either straight if he has the wheel or the 7 high. Does not. And this is not an open under the gun, I spaced out. Now as played, I'm gonna call. But I shouldn't have opened this one. In later position it's fine, just not under the gun. Okay, no joy. A little more joy, at least so far. Hey, even more joy now. Wow. Not too many 3-bets happening on Natural 8. My experience. Oh. Hmm. Ah, what? We block draws, but also she's been playing kind of weirdly the whole time. It's a pity that we blocked the draws so nicely. Could have the overpair. Could have a 6. Could be full of crap. No, she could have rivered quads. Okay, I had not considered that, I'll be honest. The rivered quads were not on my radar there. Also not a spot I call habitually, but Angelina has been playing a little bit strangely. Wow, wait, what? Okay. Ain't gonna win a big one here. Yeah, not this time, my friend. Gonna get it in. For better or worse. Top 2 backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw. What are we up against? Ace with a flush draw wants to run it multiple times. That's fine by me. Good one for us. Ugh, losing it like that. Nasty. Come on, don't go 2 for 2. Okay. Filling it up. Some extra money in there. Fair enough. Online meat market with the follow. Thank you very much, sir. That's very nice. So now that we have 3-bet here, we're gonna go for 1 c-bet and then be done with it. Certainly don't mind coming out top with this type of hand. This type of player. Yep, but I mean, now we do turn a flush draw. Alright, let's go for a bluff for a change. Can't recall the last time we bluffed on this table. Damn it. The one time. Well, I mean, we weren't having any relevant blockers here. So certainly a spot where I stepped out of line. Here, a short stack is raising our decent single-suited kings. We're gonna call. Or what does our note say? Not much, nothing about pre-flop tendencies, okay. No joy. Angelina sitting out? That's not good. Oh, but Courtney coming to the rescue apparently. Phew. Six minutes until the big one kicks off. The $22 buy-in bounty tournament. On the loser end, with this guy sitting out, it's fine. Open that one and then call in the race as well. Do I want to know? Nah, I don't. Arknecker on. You're right, you folded a nut flush draw and got shot with ace 9x on GG. Yeah, I assume a 3-bet pot. The pot was 11. There was one player behind you. Wrote the nut flush, right? I did have the nut flush draw, but My gutter wasn't all that great, and I think it needs to be folded. Is that too nitty? I didn't have a pair. Give me a pair on top. I'm in. But there were two Broadway cards on the flop. Yeah, King Jack. Exactly. There's one. Well, actually, technically two straights, but a 6-3 happen all that often. We're gonna bet fold this. He also shouldn't. Well, he's in the big blind. He actually could have the 8-6. Yeah, I thought it was I thought it was under the gun. Now we need to let it be. Right, Dog Neck. I think that needs to be folded. It's a little bit too weak. The 10 puts a lot of better straights out there. And yeah, I think it's too weak. Here, with a pair and a wrap, we're gonna go with this one. Gonna be a big one, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there was a happy spot for this, for the hand I had. Against aces, we're doing fine. Sure, let's run 3 times if you want, sir. I mean, it's hard. I dig running it multiple times, I have to admit. Oh, robbing us so far 2 pair outs. Really? Are you kidding me? Alright. Not sure if we're losing that much on that one. A little bit. So there's money from other players involved. Probably not that much. I really hoped he would go for the bluff. Yeah, give me the same hand with a better straight draw, with a Broadway straight draw. I'll go with it. Give me the exact hand with a pair, I'll go with it. That felt a tiny bit too weak for that spot. I'm very interested about any opinions to the contrary. That's nice. I suspect the short stack is gonna push. Could have bet, you know what, I could have bet really small, so he needs to come over the top. Oh, that'll work too. And blocking my own out and not having a heart, I'm just gonna come over the top here. Otherwise I would slow play and a slightly different board texture. Need to fade, looks like he has outs, yeah, plenty of them. Run it twice... No. Not when I can make quads. Ah, regretting it already. Tournament is kicking off. Alright. So... Okay, that looks like the header is nicely visible. There we go. Off at the 22. Cash game wise, we're still in a healthy profit for the stream. For the day, we're down, but not down much. 1.5, 2 buy-ins, something like that. Gotta be a fold if you get raised. Top 2. Hearts, bunch of draws. Yeah, just gonna check for now. Yes, repair. And unfortunately the RIO table is down to heads up, so I'm gonna ditch it in a moment. Okay, it's not the worst run out now. Putting an additional heart out there, making flushes so a little bit less likely. This will be a squeeze. Fine hand to do it with. Ace, king, 6, double. This SPR, given the stack sizes here, I'm gonna put it in. Here, naturally we let it go. Yeah. Naturally, would be a little bit happier had we had the nut flush draw. What are we up against? A 9 right now, a 9 and an open ender. Twice, sounds good to me. Here we let it go. Take down the first one. Help. Don't get it. Split it up. And here we have a royal flush draw, right? Do we? No. Never mind. Now we do. Can we find an additional RIO table? Not right now, I'm afraid. And he raises, that's fine. We just let it be in that case. Marginal AV rake dependent, yeah, and in this this is a high rake environment. I like your analysis from stop to finish, Arkneka, and it's really well possible that it's a spot where I'm flat out a little bit too nitty. That's true. Sometimes we get it in versus straight versus reverse flush draw. In the end, I think it's a really decent question, and it's probably highly depending on rake with the third guy behind. And seeing that this is a high rake environment, I'm not saying it was a great fold, even so. You know what, I'll put a marker down and see if I can extract the hand history and ask on Discord. I would be curious to see and hear what other people have to say about it. I like your analysis about it, I have to say. Tournament sees 11 entries right now, which means currently only the first place would cash. Like 35%. Yeah, to be honest, the 35% we probably do have. So yeah, I'll put down a marker. I'll find the hand of the stream later in the stream later, and put it in the Discord. Thanks for your further input there, Agneka. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it in the Discord on my own. And yeah, now I'm really curious myself. Really, my friend. Here, I mean, I guess we could limp? Nah, never, just let it be. Goes for it hard. Sad face. I didn't rapid hunt in the end. Want to see the straight flush rolling off. Nah, not worried about a one-outer. Here we get aces, and we get action, and this against this raise size, this is a clear-cut outsized 3-bet, no two ways about it. Get back to that in a moment. Ooh, 3 ways. Crap. So here we get it in against this guy. On table 1 we need to check fold. Yeah. Phew, saved by the bell. Now we could go for it with a flush blocker, but we're getting called by other flushes too often. Yeah, we ain't winning that one. Higher SPR, we could have done something. But 3 ways, I can't bet it on the flop, I can't bet it on the turn. Not with this SPR. Sad face, but can't be changed. Alright, and this one go then. Turner right here. Certainly river fine. Kinda unexpected that this guy would call the 3-bet. Heads up, I could have gotten it in on the flop. 3 ways, no way. But we're still alive and kicking. Once the blinds go up, we'll still have 20 big blinds. Wait, no, 40. Oh, all as well. Right? No joy, huh? Pretty quickly. I'm gonna pot it. It's a pure bluff. Down here we have us all in for a smallish pot. Twice? Yeah, sure. The bluff takes it down. Table 2. He needs a king, right? Yeah. Okay, no banana, but we do take down 2 out of 2 there. Yeah, I think we're roughly breaking even now for the day. Cool. Started the session behind. I played off stream and we were lost a nasty pot on RIO. And didn't play that great on Natural 8, I have to admit. And started the session 6 binds behind and are now breaking even. So 6 binds in profit for the session. So far. Alright. Okay. In the tournament. Oh, we got just moved to the table, alright. Here, no joy. However, this is nice. We opened the button and called closing the action once it got 3-bet. Flopped nuts right now. A little bit of a backdoor redraw, I guess. Backdoor flush draw. Block the clubs a bit. Against the aces we're doing nice. Against this guy who has a set, we still played a side part against him. So, okay, so we win the side part, which means we make a profit here. Stuff. We shuffled around wildly from table to table. On this one, we actually... No, we don't quite cover him, never mind. But no big stacks here, that's good to see. 13 entries now. Meaning, how many places get paid? 1. Only 1 currently. Even closing the action. Nah. Oh. Are we never supposed to call there for 50 more? I guess. But maybe that's just me saying that here we take it down with the bluff. Maybe that's just me saying that with the power of hindsight now. I guess the counter argument would be as long as the blinds are rising rapidly, as long as they're this small. Might want to call in a few spots a little bit more speculatively. The other spots in the meantime. Got limped until I raised it up in the big blind. A fine hand. If he comes over the top, not folding. And this one is rather close. Make it a full table, and this one is supposed to be a fold. The ace king 4-4 double suited. Hang on, let me check if I'm talking nonsense. Now, of course, we flop kind of nice. So, single suited, this one doesn't get played under the gun, and probably not an MP. Double suited, let's check out the exact spot first. The exact hand. Okay, that's fine then. Check it out, single suited. Even then gets played, alright. How about under the gun is single suited? believe Devon does get folded. Good called and... Wow, by the better set. Jesus. I think that flush rolled off. Even under the gun it gets played. The ace-10 doesn't get played anymore, but the ace-jack 4-4, I did not know that. I thought it was restricted to the ace-king there. In the tournament. Here this guy bet and let it go. Nope. I need to pay more attention to stack sizes. It happens way more often. Oh crap. Guess we deal it twice if you want. Happens way more often than I care to admit that I don't notice that somebody's super short. In which case I should just get it in on the flop against this guy. But we get very lucky. Take it. Oh, I was showing the wrong table. Excuse you me. See if I can get the hand history for you. Turns out I can't because the hand history ain't working right now. Sorry about that. Clicked the wrong button. Hey, we have a hand. Okay. Maybe bloating the pot, playing it out of position. Potentially 3-ways, not in our best interest. We can call if this guy raises. Flopping a pair. And he flopped the top two, alright. That'll be a hard no. Wheel! Hey, good to see you! Thank you very much for the good lucks. Cheers! We cashed in one of the tournaments. Unfortunately, it was on the second bullet, so... not of interest to everybody who bought action. Couldn't get too much going. Had a decent amount of hands. Had some. We got it ahead. We got it in very well twice. Couldn't take it down in either case. Wow. Wow. Fold! Or just be good for that matter. No flush draw, that's excellent. Certainly a lucky flop for us. Wants to run at once, okay. Good turn. Phew! Over here, we raised it up, which is fine. Got called in twice in 2 spots, which is also fine. Flop, nothing. It's not so fine. We have a gutter, I guess. Hey, wow, wow. Alright. So this guy doesn't show up with too many 6-7s at all. Guy might have it, but don't see a way around the call. Phew! Getting some money back. There's an additional straight draw. That's not it. Alright. Over here, this one will hit me. The ace of spades, sure. Wow, we still take it down with a pair of eights. Can't see that. Take this. Oh, we're 3-ways. I thought we were 3-ways, I just didn't see the third guy. What to do. Alright. Chance we take. Not a terrible chance we take it down. Especially if he checks. Phew. Good stuff. We now cover a few guys for a bounty. And down here, with a pair in our hand, I'm gonna lead, and it's gonna be a lead fold. Yep. B. A tournament. And he was on the... No, he had King 10-10, so he actually did have a speed. He showed it. Here, on a bet. Very nice. We cover almost everybody except these two peeps here. Chips purse, also not a bad nick. Still not enough entries to pay out more than one place, so whoever wins this one is going to win huge, if it indeed remains like that, that only first place get paid, because that guy is going to have all the bounties. Oh, just as I'm saying that. Somebody else joined, now the first two get paid. A long way to go. We're 10th out of 14. But we have a nice table. See a knockout. Get seated at another table. Okay. Just be a straight up fold. All in the call. Ace is against the nuts. It's an ace and an ace only. How it goes. Nine out of 13 remaining currently. Late rec going on for another 33 minutes. How's this table? This one's not so nice. Seeing this rather, I'll say crazy, but a little bit overactive player with chips is not great. We only cover one guy for a bounty. Currently. I plan on having more chips soon. Okay, let me rephrase. I hope. Yeah, cash game wise, we are now breaking even for the day. Maybe a small profit. Yeah, not much change there. Alright, King 6-5, double suited. Okay. Against the shorty, I guess against the shorty. Wow. So this guy can, I think he's going for the bounty. I think I'm going with this. We're also playing a side pot against him. We're ahead of his range. We're ahead of his hand quite a lot. He has just plenty of chips. He wants to secure himself the bounty. But no, he has the aces, but our flush draws are alive. Hold! Hold for a huge triple up. Wait, okay, we don't get the bounty, but we only get the side pot, but still. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Did have the aces there. Alright, that's gonna be... Can we get cute here? We're raising smaller than... Probably not. We're gonna raise it up properly. I think we're a little too low on chips to go for smaller raise. Also, with the bounty in play, I suspect one of the big stacks can decide to come out on top nevertheless. Making it heads up quite often. We flop the king and then this guy takes it. Damn it. I stand by the analysis though. He was so super deep. For him going for the Mountie makes a lot of sense. And 11, 12 big blinds, yeah. Should get us heads up. Can I call? Maybe. I don't know if this is overplaying my hand here. It's the aces once more. No! We are doing well. Have to flush draw as well. It's a 6 or an 8. And we double up back to a little over the starting chip stack. Phew! What a ride. Ugh. Now we're at the table where everybody's deep. Crap. Eselsdorf Jung, welcome to the channel. Good to see you, mate. Could be a fine opening hand. Boom. Oh. Well, a little bit check. And a lot of folding on subsequent streets. Yep. Eselsdorf Jung, the first two we cashed in one tournament, unfortunately was for the second bullet, was a min cash again, got it before that for the first bullets, we got the money in as a favorite very decently, twice, couldn't get there either, or couldn't stay there, either of those two times, and unfortunately so far I've busted all the first bullets. Oh god, that's a tough name. QLQ. Oh god, thank you very much for the follow. I have to take a pass on a name. Don't think I can do that one. Appreciate the follow, thank you very much. QLQJAQJR, maybe? If those are Qs? Are those Qs? I think they are. Cheers, thanks for the follow. But we were pretty low on chips, doubled up, so we are back to a healthy stack here. 12 out of 15, leaving 3 places paid, so quite a way away from the bubble. Top pair open end on a rainbow board. Actually doesn't look that bad. How do we go about it? That'll work. In the meanwhile, we're making a full house over here. Actually, just gonna have pot it there. Dead queen. Well, if it rains on our parade, let's hope we could. We'll check. Maybe he wants to bluff, although I doubt it in a tournament. And we're not folding. Yeah. You're good, right? We are good! Phew! Here we have it. Very top-looking set. We took it down with the full house, did not get called in the end. take that one down. Make... keep the nuts, I should say. So Shazam in multiple places. And this one is gonna be a call for now, for sure. Up kinda nice. I'll let you know if we do get called here. Ace to rolling off. We need to call it. Don't get a call on the full house board, but take it down naturally. Oh man. I think there are too many chips in there. Now as played. Don't think I'm letting that one go. Doesn't have to flush draw. Come on! What the? Ah, this is waxing. It is what it is, my friends. Too bad, too bad. Installing Poker Juice right now, then I'm able to crush even more. Do let me know what you think about Poker Juice. I am very interested in hearing about it. Oh, I missed a PLO 10 table firing off on RIO, I'm just noticing. Right on, Esesstoffjung. Yeah, I'm curious what you... Let me know what you think. So, busted all the tournaments, min-cashed in one. I think there were way too many chips. If we win that one, we are in an awesome spot. The flush draw was good. Our set wasn't good. The open-ender, the flush draw, I think it's a little bit too much. Question is, do I call the initial better's bet on the turn? That's the only question in my mind. Once I do call as played, I don't fold. Let me know what you think. I'd be very interested in hearing it. Bracerman, yeah, in case the... My nickname is Korean keyboard word, not English. Fair enough, fair enough. So I assume you're not mad at me for not being able to pronounce it. Again, thanks for following, mate. Appreciate it. Or lady, don't want to assume. Bracerman, yeah. I think I kind of liked how I played. We got the money in decently every time, including this time. In case I think that should just be rolling past here. We busted all the first bullets, min-cashed one tournament where we took down, I think on that one we actually made a profit. Because I min-cashed and had a $15 bounty, so we took down $26 for 22 in buy-ins for 2 bullets in that one. And got the money in as a decent favorite twice, couldn't get there or stay there. And I was asking for feedback in the chat, and from what I've heard, I probably shouldn't be hating my own play too much. So he flops nice. He flops a coin flip. Is that good for him? Well, it's not bad for him. Shazamming it up in the cash games, however. What did he show up with? Ah, damn it, the hand histories don't work. Something weird, I know that. Over here, we flop a wrap. No flush draw, alright. This gentleman decides to bet. Let it be. Put a flush draw here. I'm gonna bet fold. Up here. Good luck, good luck. Thank you very much for the good lucks. Oh, you're playing on the side as well? Take it down with the flush there. Sorry. Took it down with the flush here. Let's call it this time around. We have aces and they flop rather nice, so he keeps checking. I suspect we have the best hand unless he rivered jacks. Racerman saying thank you. The feedback is super important for me, so I don't, hate on myself. Or feel bad about, too bad about busting, especially now that other people's money is involved. Cheers, thank you very much. Risk and Win, that's a name I can pronounce for a change. Thank you very much for following. Cheers. Hey, that's nice. Necker didn't see the whole hand, but once we're in that spot, we can fold with those odds. Again, thanks to you as well for the feedback. And for those of you, or any of you who have seen, the tournaments or some of the tournaments, did I mess up? Like, I'm sure I messed up here and there, but did I mess up a lot? Should I be paying back my backers because I suck, is basically my question. Nah, not quite, but yeah, if you notice some thoughts that make you go like, huh, why did he do that, then let me know. Here, we are gonna take one off in a single raise pot against an action player. Interesting. Okay. I can't wait another day. I'll do my best. I was as focused as I knew how today during the tournaments. Yeah, the cash games are treating us super fine. So there we got that going on for us. That's a pass. And round once is filling up. We have 2 entries at PLO 20, so there might be a table. Killpauk, thank you very much. Welcome back to the channel and the 2-month resub. Thank you very much, Killpauk. It's still always a bit unexpected when it happens. Cheers. Thanks a lot. With a spade, we're gonna bet here the top two. Then take it down. How long has the stream been going on? 3 hours to the on dot now. Over here, this is gonna be a fine fold, and on the PLO 10 table on RIO, I'm not gonna play that hand either. Hold it around to us 2 heads up, but still. Nope. Oh, PLO 20 is kicking off. Nice! Let's ditch a GG table then. GG to GG. And we're gonna ditch this one, not because it's the one we have the biggest stack. Doesn't matter, nobody else is really deep except this guy. But here we have 2 yellow players, i.e. players I'm not too excited to play against. Neat. Got us some PLO 20. That'll be a squeeze, no mistake. We deep against anybody? This guy potentially. Wants to get himself involved. Turns out he doesn't. Wait, shown the wrong table. Phew! That's of course the one I'm talking about. Oh, what a flop. Bet it's small with a strong hand for a change. Oh! That's nice. Gonna call here. To check that I'm not missing anything on the other table. Nope. Right. Shiny. Also, Shazam. Oh, give me a moment, I'll just rearrange some tables. I mean, here not much more is gonna happen. Except us folding. I figured it. You know, Bracer and I honestly figured that's what you meant. Which is why I didn't comment on it. I translated it into can in my head automatically. True story. But maybe a Freudian slip there. Let me see. One needs a little bit. There you go. Right, we have aces down here. Not really useful on this board. Could do something with the blockers, but not this time around. Although this would be a guy to do it against, your tightish player. And speaking of tightish player, what happened there earlier? I do want to take a note on that. Alright. Usually it is a fold, but kind of feel like it. Against Linda, I mean, from what we've seen earlier, he 3-bet the Jack 10 6-4 that was suited. So we're gonna call it closing the action. Hope for a nice flop. Ugh. Man, if it wasn't all in hearts, I would kinda like it. I hate it when the tables are misaligned, sorry. Gonna fold. Oh! What's up? Aces against the flush. Aces don't get there. Would have beaten him in the end. Not that it would have mattered much. So sample size of 2, 1 reasonable 3-bet and 1 rather crazy one from this guy. Or this lady, never know. Folded for pot control without a single club. Checked, not folded. Checked for pot control. And then on the turn, I'm not folding. What did she bet the turn with? Ace, Queen, Jack, Deuce. On the turn, she had 2 pair. Right? Open-ender. We have aces against Linda, and here no joy. Fair enough. That'll be a bet. A little bit at a loss at what we do if we get raised, to be honest. I have no idea how foldy she is. Turns out foldy enough. Phew. That's gotta be a fold. Get raised. In the meanwhile, down here we get to squeeze very decent double-suited kings. Stop the open-ender and the flush draw. Alright. Bit of top pair on top. Not folding, I think. Well, actually, nah, never mind. There's a 9-10 out there, which I didn't notice that one. So we're folding at the very latest now. This is an excellent question. So we block straight draws with the 7. I think we're just going with that one. SPR2 against this guy. Against this guy, it's a no-brainer. It was actually checked around on table 2. Caleb took it down, like this guy took it down. What with? Let's see. Ace Queen 7-5. Wait, that was my hand. I hit a 10-9. Okay. Only the short stack calling, that's good news. And against him, we're doing, well, we're flipping, I guess. And 3 times? No? Okay. Clubs and only clubs. But all of them take it down for us. Come on, you have no clubs. I only have 2. No! Can't be helped. The good old Ace King 6-3 calling the squeeze there. Powerhouse hand. Really? I'm actually gonna limp this. Don't mind playing against Linda, but I don't want to blow up the pot. Wow. Neat. Hot Masher, good to see you. Mashing some pots today? Taking a day off. No. Really. Decided to limp none of the aces I want to raise, I believe. Maybe we get lucky. This guy does something about it. In the meanwhile... check it maybe? How about a deuce? Interesting, interesting. Gonna be a bet fold. Called, which means we should be good. Wait, what? What? Can you just call? Like I might, but still. You know, make a pair and have a wrap. And what do you know? What do you know? Over here, things are weird. I think I am going for value. And here we just put it in, right? The value bet did not get called, but apparently was for value since we took it down. Everybody folded. Chase the ace, good to see you! It's going wonderfully. Only downside is that I busted all the first bullets in the tournaments. From what I heard from the chat and from, you know, how I recall it, it was always dicey. I think I played okay. Got the money in well every single time. Got the money in as a favorite most of the time too. This wasn't our day in the tournaments. Min cashed one of them. Actually, but unfortunately the second bullet. And the cash games, now that's a decent question, let me see. So on RIO we're up, I want to say 30 bucks. And on GG, let's see, maybe I can figure it out. 65, 115. 25, so 20, 140. Which would put us at a profit of another $40 on GG, roughly. Discounting, which I believe I'm not. Doesn't include the tournament buy-ins. I completed like a promo thing yesterday, which got me 110 tournament dollars, like a welcome, part of the welcome bonus. So I guess with the tournament buy-ins, okay, for 1 week it's back to perhaps 60, 70 euros, something in that area. And we started the stream at a deficit of 5 buy-ins. Played off stream before the stream to warm up and didn't do too well. Not much run bad involved there, just me not playing that great. So that's how the session is going. And obviously appreciate more luck. Cheers to that, Chase the Ace. Hope you had a good day at work today. We are sitting on 6 tables. 2 of them thankfully now on RIO, one of them PLO 20. Finally, actually that means we can ditch the PLO 10 here in a moment. Something that's a little bit more profitable. And yeah, the rest you heard. Ace King 8-6 double suited is fine. We're gonna call a raise too. Partners are gonna take a couple of days off. Yeah, that's why I was asking. I thought you might. Fair enough. Okay, I called because I do want to play as many hands with Linda as I can here. It's a semi-reasonable call. And with a pair in my hand, I'm gonna raise it. If you get re-raised, I'm gonna drop it. Oh. Watch some streams to get my PLO fix. Happy to be able to help. Oh, that one we took down pre. Up here, he bet the flop after I checked to him. We turned 2 pair, which he checked behind. Here, let it go. Bet. I guess we check and sometimes call. Looks like we're good, right? Nice. For a decent little pot there. Chase, yes, happily so. I'll, you know, if after I lose everybody's money this week, if people still want to, I would love to make it a weekly thing. With the whole staking thing. I mean, I'll play the tournaments anyway, but if people want to sweat, then I'll be happy to sell 50% of my action. Will do, Chase the Ace. Hang on. We were under the gun here. Seems a bit thin, to be honest. I don't think I should be in this hand. Or were we in the big blind? We'll see where the blind is next hand. For half pot, I feel I'm on a call. Going for the pure bluff. Not really surprising on the whole. This hits his range way better than mine. Really quickly. Alright. There it go. Here in the small blind we 3-bet, which is fairly alright, I feel. Gonna go for the bet fold. That's exactly the type of bet fold I'm talking about. Top pair, flush draw, gutter. Sounds good. Get 2 pair, blocking straights. And this time around in the big blind, there's no need to raise this up. Not a raising hand, just a call. Wait, here, that's the other one. And we see an ace-high board with the king-king 4-4. 2 spades, which we don't have, or block, so guys, the other guy c-bets. I'm letting it go. Checking, ultimately not sure if I check fold. I think I check fold a lot. Do have the 9, which is kind of cool, but beating that much. happened to the table sizes? Like, I must have messed them up. Too small. Yeah, screw it. No, actually not. This is the type of thing that irks me. Bear with me. No, the blue shirt lady left. No, that's a pity. She was a lot of fun. No. There you go. That's better. RIO, the one where I... On RIO, you say... Hang on, I'll get back to that in a moment. So, with a double paired hand here, we face the raise and flop the set, money's gone in. Over here, very fine preflop hand, but let it be. Nitty to raise there. Hang on. So far we're doing well. Everybody, both of these guys have flush draws. That bodes well for us. The $30-40 pot. The jack, does the jack, it doesn't change too much. A gutter, I guess. They're pure. Not be us. Right, so the one with the real braceman. Let me see if I can dig it up. Probably was PLO 20, right? As straight as possible. So generally speaking, when I do bet, did I bet or did I raise? Right, now I guess I bet. Generally speaking, what I look for there is what position am I in, what position is the other guy involved, what position does Villain have in that hand, and what are the ranges generally speaking in that spot. Like if he's in late position, he's gonna have more 6 high straights, so more hands that beat me at that point. If he's in early position, not so much. Then it's more high card heavy, pair heavy, high pair heavy, I mean. So I would hope / assume that that's what I did internally in that spot. Didn't vocalize it. Still trying to figure out if... Oh, here, I think I got the hand, yeah. The guy who... There were 2 people who called... Caleb was in the big blind. So Caleb, the big blind, there was a big blind person involved once we got to the river. Big blind person? Well, you know what I mean. Check here. Right, I see the hand. Let me put it on screen. That would have been a bad fold. So, first of all, as a more general answer, I started value betting thin a little bit more after watching Phil Galfond play, and that was quite an education in that regard. For example, you probably know, you've been on this channel for a while, that once a flush turned or rivered, I was super careful. As in, I stopped betting basically unless I had a flush, or I bluffed, and I toned it down quite a bit. The being careful thing, After I watched Phil Gaffin play and see him go, even in a, not just heads up, even on a 6-max table. And it was his commentary that did it, because he was saying, oh, bet for value here, like it's nothing, like it's completely normal. So I figured, maybe it's completely normal. And so I started doing that, and that's just on a general note that I started to value bet a little bit thinner. So far, it seems to work out. It seems to be profitable on the whole. Just call me just over limp for change. And now for this spot in particular. I'm gonna put it on screen in a moment. Yeah, not too many exciting things are gonna happen here. Right, so that was the hand. We had the ace-jack 5-4. Flop was king 3 deuce. And flop went wait, hang on. I told a lie. Exciting things are gonna happen. So the flop went check-check. Or actually, flop we were still 3 ways. And Caleb, the guy who bet the turn, was in the big blind, so he might be hitting that board rather strongly. Wow. I think we're hitting this board quite strongly. Now what? We need to check it once more. With the straight flush. Just see if we can squeeze 91 cents out of it. And I doubt it. Sorry for interrupting the hand review there. But I figure you have to show the straight flush on stream. So, tournament flop was checked around on the turn he bet. I called, and when he bets this turn, it was at this point king jack 3 deuce. I think it's on the whole a little bit more likely that he bets with high cards, that he hit one of the high cards and is not betting like a low rep. The only exception might be the low rep with a heart draw now. Maybe even a pair, like a 3, 4, 5, 6 with hearts, something like that. So when that 5 rolled off, I figure I do want to bet for those very reasons. Let me know if that was sort of satisfying. Maybe I forgot something that I wanted to say, I hope not. But that was the reasoning behind it, that he bet the turn. I put him on high cards, high pairs at that point way more often than on a wrap. Over here, I think I'm gonna take one off. Flop and was checked around. Yeah. Intriguing river there. Now if this bluff works, nope. Can tell you right now. Here, I guess we can't. Oh, we block 6s. Don't block the 4, obviously. Don't block 9s, but was crap. Here, we came out on top and get raised. In that case, I'll let this one be. Certain players I would call, not this guy. IC1, hey, welcome back, IC1. Keep in mind these results are always as of yesterday. Today we are 3-ish, 4-ish binds in profit. For the stream, we're 9, 8, 9 binds in profit, but lost a little bit off stream before starting the day, the streaming day. Down here, fine preflop open. So if everybody keeps checking here, I think there's a decent chance to take it down with the pot size. Except this hand, the most likely thing I would do this with is probably turn jacks, or probably it. Aces with the jack and a flush draw, maybe? Interesting, interesting. I'll keep this gentleman waiting. Richie Rob in the channel, good to see you, mate. And wow. Run it twice? Yeah, sure. Take down the first one, take down the second one. That's a pretty nasty river over here. I bet the turn. At least I think I did. That seems pretty small for that. Anyway, Shazam. Taking down $22 there. Took it down with the straight, you saw, on table 6. Richie Rob, good to see you on the channel, mate. For those watching, if you don't know Richie Rob, you should check him out. He is on Twitch almost every day. Streams no delay tournaments with the whole cards shown. Has a live cash game background. A super nice guy. Very active chat, very active streamer. And I enjoy my time in his channel a lot whenever I'm there. On that note, I think we have Chu-Ching watching as well, and she deserves a shout out as well. Streams tournament with a delay in that case. One of the nicest people on Twitch. And a great friend of the channel. Deserves to be checked out and no mistake. So, this will it be. How did your stream go yesterday, Richie Rob? Did you take something down? When I left, the chat was a hoot. Looked like a lot of fun. Difficulty incorporating is probably a prime example as I'm never raising there. Well, I didn't raise. Let me check. But I believe I only bet. Mighty fine. I read Krusty, but it's Rusty. Sorry, Rusty. Didn't mean to mess up your name there. Good hand. Oh, I can't find it. Let me check. That one we took down here. I think this time around we raise it. Pick up that hand, but I believe I bet the river. Honestly, not sure if I would have raised him. That's a... no idea. There it is. I did raise him, you're right! I did raise him. Wow! That answers the question if, you know, with me not... wait, did I mess up here? No. That answers the question with me not knowing if I would raise there. I guess I do know, and the answer is yes, you're right, I did raise him. Actually a pretty good question, Bracer Man. When I answered earlier, I was under the impression that I only bet the river after being checked to. I'll copy this one out and post it in the Discord later and see what the crowd thinks. I'm getting caught by something that I still beat there often enough for this to be a viable race. Oh. Good question. Let's check here. This time around we only have the open ender, right? Yeah. But generally speaking, starting to value bet a little bit thinner. Well, yeah, it's what I learned from Phil. What I just started to incorporate into my game during the last 3 weeks, I want to say. Nah, just let it be. Especially against Robot. What's the time? 2021. Not a few minutes there. Then I'll go on my dinner break. Do we want to raise this against this guy? Kinda do. On the other hand, you can enjoy a pot in position against a very active player, and what a nasty board. He checks his board. If he bets now, I'm gonna call him. Bets pot, really? Fair enough. This will be a fine opportunity to fold. Okay. If he bets here, starts to become a decent question. Don't have any hearts. Silver pair of kings. I guess we're gonna take one off, blind versus blind. Okay. In the meanwhile, even though we're in the big blind, this is just way too strong not to raise. He bets it again now. We need to let it go. Get the big blind to fold, which is already a success. Oof. So, not the droids we're looking for. Second PLO 20 table starting up, so we're gonna play a few more rounds, maybe get this table filled up a little bit, so I have more tables to return to later for the nightly stream. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for a bluff here. Mostly I tend to take the free card. But we do have a double gutter, the queen would actually give us the nuts, and it might become increasingly hard for him to call. Now we gain showdown value. Also a low SPR spot, I think we check. Oh, got a little bit lucky there, hopefully. Not behind much. So he's not leading the Jack 10 or Jack 9. It's not impossible he has those, but those are the only two combos that beat us. There are a bunch of other things that can still call us. An Ace Jack sometimes wants to call us still. Oh. Oh, the Jack 9! Okay, prime example of a value bet that's apparently a little bit too thin. Nice hand, sir, nice hand. And with some extra money in the middle. Calling, we did take it down with the aces. Neat. Oh well. Yeah. Really want to bet this, I think. Mark Necker saying he likes the race with the ace-jack 5-4. Obviously it's opponent dependent. Just size it smaller to have a better price in our bluffs in that spot. That's an excellent point. Also, I think we get caught a little bit more often then. I like that a lot. Also bet the flop in position. We have a strong hand on a dry board that we attack often. Can't stand heat if we get raised. And we can stand heat if we get raised. I need to dig up that hand once more. So I think this was fine played on our end. Did we have enough on the flop? On the flop we had the wrap, yeah. Good point. Good point about the flop betting, yeah, sure. Although three ways... When we're up against the blinds, we have more kings than them, I guess. Yeah. Good point, Mark Necker. Down here for half pot, we're certainly gonna call. Turning a double gutter and a nut flush draw. Yeah. Do I have bluffs here? I have plenty of bluffs here, yeah. I don't mind betting pot for that reason. Yeah, that's excellent input, Arknecker. Thank you very much for typing that in. I like it a lot. Three ways here against a very tight dude. Four ways, actually. I think I let this one go. I was just gonna say, I also think it's time for the break pretty soon. And just in time, we have an additional player joining here. Cool. So, we came on top, blocked the top pair, don't block the straights, or the straight singular. On the 10 itself I would sometimes bluff, but not if it's a 10 of clubs here. Crap, not a fourth guy left. Maybe take it down with the kings. think I can fold it now. Obviously not liking the situation a lot. I was a little bit too large at this point. And unfortunately he has the better 2 pair. Alright. Well played, sir. Well played. Sure about the flop bet though. Without any spades. Yeah, let's make it official. One more orbit on all tables. And we'll call it a session. Who's on? How can we... wait... You pay for dinner on? That would be awesome. So with the flush draw and the gutter, I decided to call here. And up here he bets, made a little bit weird, but fair enough. He bets and we're just gonna call the second nuts. Good thing we did. Yeah, you pay for dinner is on. Well, let's rate him. He hasn't been able to stream for a while, so he's hurting for viewing hours. And he's also a nice guy. Plays cash games and tournaments right now on GG. And has a pretty sizable giveaway. So chances are you're gonna like it over there. Before we do that, however, a few more hands get played. Over here we turn, what do we turn? Still just a draw. %95% VPIP. Quite a VPIP. Alright. Yeah, Knacker, I really like the comment there about raising smaller and betting the flop. Like everything about it. Sounds pretty good to me, if you ask me. Opening this on the button also sounds pretty good. However, on this flop, then check and give up. Yeah. I'll bluff this guy. Venus bluff. I'll try to bluff twice now, I believe. After that, it's one more hand coming up on the other PLO 20 table. Then I'm gonna go on my dinner break, and I shall be back 2 hours from now or less than. Looks like the last hand here is not gonna be playable. Oh, I told a lie. So I didn't have it set to sit out next hand. Fine. All right, one more orbit then, I guess. Okay, closing the action. Like that'll work for us. Let's see what if Nadav here, the 95% VPIP guy, continues putting money in there. Running to shop for a few beers, don't go anywhere, that's bad timing. Okay, he does bet. Yeah, so per schedule I should be back in 2 hours, but I'll try to make it a little bit earlier. And then ace is a nice river, hopefully. Unless he has the ace-6 specifically. Ace-jack, but that ace-jack is unlikely. Yeah, didn't really know what to do here. And went to the default and potted it. Hang on until you head off to the break and then go to the shop. Cheers, Chase the ace. Thanks, man. Here, in the small blind. Always a good question, but Gina, very loose aggressive. Let's call it normally. I think normally this is still a fold. A little bit thin to raise. Let's check. Small blind versus cutoff. Yeah, versus cutoff probably doubly so. Still gets raised. Still gets raise folded at that, of course. Don't call a 4-bet. So, excellent blockers. This guy just calls, which is good news when it comes to our ability to potentially bluff him off on the river. Eh. But having a really limited showdown value and a diamond in my hand, we don't block kings, queens here, so he could have the king-queen open-ender. And phew, take it down. Don't rush for my sake, I'll be tuning in regardless. Nah, I wouldn't have rushed for your sake. For the sake of everybody, for my sake. I'll see how it works out. I mean, I have like a buffer in my schedule in the schedule for this week during the tournament days. Because you never know if the $22 specifically runs, if I run deep in there. Then we would probably still be in it. Actually, let me see if it's still happening. Yeah. They had 31 entries in the end. And oh, they're down to heads up. Okay. Right. Last hand here. So the session went tremendously well in cash game, seeing that we started off 5 buy-ins behind at the start of the stream. So in total for the day, we are up, I'll tell you after this hand. On Natural 8, we're up 60 bucks. For the stream, we're up 160? Yeah. But for the day, we're up 60 on GG. Ah, no, leave tail. Ah, just in time. And on Run It Once, I guess on Run It Once we're breaking even. Up a little bit, a couple of bucks, but yeah. I'll take it. Up 60 bucks for the stream and for the day, and for the stream a little bit more. Everything went well in the end. So as I said, I'll be back in 90 to 120 minutes. I would appreciate it if you come over and check out You Pay for Dinner's channel. He has a very nice giveaway, so you might like it there just for that reason alone. But there are plenty of other reasons to like his channel. He's a good guy and has a fun channel. Thanks everybody for the follows today. Killpauk for the resub. Thank you very much, Killpauk. And everybody for your input in the chat. I learned something and for keeping me company. Until then, I'll go have some dinner. I'll see you later tonight. Cheers.